If you are hearing this right now, maybe a part of you is tired of thinking the same thoughts every day, tired of feeling stuck, tired of believing things that no longer feel true for you. Maybe you have tried to change before, but somehow your mind keeps going back to old patterns, old fears, and old stories. And I want you to know something very simple, very real. You are not broken, and nothing is wrong with you. The thoughts you carry today were learned over time, repeated again and again until they started to feel like your truth. But here is the quiet power within you, just like your mind was shaped by repetition. It can also be reshaped by it. You don't have to fight your mind. You don't have to force anything. You only need to gently guide it in a new direction, one word at a time, one day at a time. There is a version of you that already feels calm, confident, and at peace, and that version is not far away. It is simply waiting for you to start speaking to yourself in a new way. So in this moment, just allow yourself to relax, to be open, and to receive. You don't need to believe everything right away. You only need to stay with this process and let it slowly become a part of you. Because the words you are about to hear and speak can begin to change the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you live, starting right now. Let's understand something very simple, but very powerful. The words you speak, especially the ones you repeat inside your mind, are not just random thoughts. They are instructions. Every time you say something to yourself, your mind listens, and over time, it begins to accept those words as truth. If you keep saying, "I am not good enough," or "nothing works for me," your mind slowly builds a world around those words. But in the same way, when you begin to say, "I am growing," "I am capable," or "good things are coming to me," your mind starts to shift in that direction. It may not happen in one day, and that's okay, but your brain is always learning from repetition. It doesn't question much, it simply follows what it hears again and again. This is why your inner voice matters so much, because it becomes the foundation of how you see yourself and your life. The truth is, you are already speaking to yourself all day without even noticing it, and those quiet words are shaping your reality. So when you become aware of this, you begin to take your power back. You start choosing your words more gently, more wisely, knowing that each sentence you repeat is planting a seed in your mind. And with time, those seeds grow into beliefs, and those beliefs begin to guide your actions, your feelings, and your entire life. Let's go a little deeper and understand where these thoughts really come from. Most of the beliefs you carry today did not start with you. They were slowly built over time through what you saw, what you heard, and what you experienced, especially in your early life. Maybe someone once told you that you were not good enough. Or maybe you went through moments where things did not work out, and your mind created a story to make sense of it. And without even realizing it, those moments turned into quiet beliefs that kept repeating in the background. These thoughts can feel so familiar that they seem like your true voice, but in reality, they are just old patterns that have been played again and again. Your mind is like a system that keeps running what it has learned, even if it no longer helps you. And this is why sometimes you feel stuck, even when you want to change, because the old programming is still active beneath the surface. But here is something important to remember. Just because you have been thinking about something for a long time does not mean it is true, and it does not mean it has to stay. When you begin to see your thoughts in this way, with awareness and without judgment, you create space for something new to enter. You stop fighting yourself, and instead, you begin to understand yourself. And that understanding is the first quiet step toward change. Now this brings us to something very simple, yet very powerful. Repetition is what creates change. Not one strong moment, not one emotional day, but small, steady repetition over time. Your mind learns through what it hears again and again, not through what it hears once. Think about it. The thoughts you believe today did not appear in a single moment. They were repeated so many times that they slowly became normal for you. And in the same way, new thoughts need time to settle in. When you begin to speak new words to yourself daily, even if they feel unfamiliar at first, your mind starts to notice them. At first, it may resist, it may doubt, it may feel uncomfortable, and that is completely natural. But as you continue, gently and consistently, those same words begin to feel less strange and more real. This is how new patterns are formed. You don't need to force belief. You only need to stay consistent. Even a few minutes every day can begin to shift something inside you. Over time, what once felt like just words starts to feel like your own voice. And slowly, without pressure, without struggle, your mind begins to accept this new way of thinking. That is the quiet power of repetition. It changes you from the inside in a way that feels natural and lasting. Words become even more powerful when they are felt. It is not just about saying something again and again. It is about slowly allowing yourself to feel what those words could mean for you. You don't have to force strong emotions, and you don't have to pretend. In the beginning, it is completely okay if the words feel empty or distant. That is part of the process. But as you continue, you can begin to soften inside, even a little, and imagine what it would feel like if those words were true. When you say something like, "I am safe," or "I am worthy," you can take a small pause and let your body relax, let your breath slow down, and allow even a tiny sense of peace to come in. That small feeling is enough. Your mind and body are always connected, and when your words and your feelings begin to move together, something deeper starts to change. You begin to create a new experience, not just a new thought. And with time, those feelings grow naturally, without pressure. You don't need to rush it. You don't need to get it perfect. You only need to stay open. Because even the smallest shift in how you feel can begin to change how you see yourself and how you respond to the world around you. As you begin this process, it is very natural for some resistance to appear. You might notice a voice inside that says, "This is not true," or "This will not work for me." And that voice can feel strong at times. But this does not mean you are doing anything wrong. It simply means your mind is trying to hold on to what it already knows. It is used to the old thoughts, the old patterns, and change can feel uncomfortable at first. Instead of fighting that resistance, you can gently allow it to be there without giving it power. You can notice it, hear it, and still continue with your new words. You don't need to argue with your mind, and you don't need to prove anything. Just stay calm and keep going, one sentence at a time. Over time, that resistance begins to soften because your mind starts to realize that something new is being repeated consistently. And slowly, that old voice becomes quieter. This is a gentle process, not a forceful one. You are not trying to erase your past. You are simply creating a new direction for your thoughts. So if doubt shows up, let it pass like a cloud and return to your words with patience and kindness. Because every time you continue, even with a little resistance, you are still moving forward. This is the moment where everything begins to shift, because awareness is already inside you, and you are ready to move in a new direction. You don't need to wait for the perfect time, and you don't need to feel fully ready. Change does not begin when everything feels easy. It begins when you simply decide to start gently and honestly. So in this moment, allow yourself to slow down. Take a soft breath and become present with yourself. Let go of any pressure to do this perfectly and just be open to the process. You are not trying to become someone else. You are simply allowing a better version of you to rise to the surface. The words you are about to speak are not random. They are chosen to guide your mind toward peace, confidence, and trust. And even if your voice feels quiet at first, it still matters. Even if your belief feels small, it still counts. What matters most is that you are showing up for yourself right here, right now. This is how the reprogramming begins, not in force, but in gentle intention. So as you move forward, stay relaxed, stay open, and allow these words to slowly settle into your mind, because this is where your new story begins. Now we begin the practice, and you don't need to rush. You don't need to force anything. Just listen and softly repeat these words in your mind or out loud at your own pace. I am becoming more calm and more at peace with each passing moment. I am safe in my own presence, and I allow myself to relax. I am worthy of good things, and I am open to receiving them. Good things are coming into my life, even if I cannot see them yet. I trust the process of my life, and I allow things to unfold in the right way for me. I am letting go of old thoughts that no longer serve me, and I am choosing new ones that support me. I am growing, I am learning, and I am moving forward step by step. I deserve to feel happy, I deserve to feel loved, and I deserve to feel at ease. I am not my past, and I am not limited by old beliefs. Each day, I am becoming a better version of myself, gently and naturally. I choose to speak kindly to myself, and I choose to believe in my own worth. I am allowing peace to fill my mind, and I am allowing confidence to rise within me. And as you continue to repeat these words, just let them flow through you, without pressure, without doubt, simply allowing them to settle into your mind, one sentence at a time. As you continue this practice day by day, something quiet begins to change inside you. The words that once felt new and unfamiliar start to feel natural, like they belong to you. You may notice small shifts at first, in the way you think, in the way you react, in the way you speak to yourself. Situations that once felt heavy may begin to feel lighter, and thoughts that once felt strong may begin to lose their hold on you. This is how the transformation happens, not all at once, but gently, step by step. You are not forcing yourself to become someone else. You are simply allowing your true self to come forward. The version of you that feels calm, confident, and at peace. And the more you repeat these words, the more your mind begins to accept them, and the more your actions begin to reflect them. You start to show up differently. You start to trust yourself more, and you start to see your life from a new perspective. This is the moment where the words are no longer just something you say. They become something you feel, something you believe, and something you live. And without even noticing, you begin to embody everything you have been speaking into your life. And as you come to the end of this moment, just take a soft breath and allow everything you have heard to settle gently within you. You don't need to rush anything, and you don't need to see instant results to know that something is changing. Every time you return to these words, every time you choose to speak to yourself with kindness and belief, you are building something new inside you. Change is already happening, even in the smallest ways, and with each day, it will continue to grow stronger and more natural. Just trust this process, stay patient with yourself, and keep showing up, because you are moving in the right direction, even if it feels slow. And if this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video. Share your thoughts in the comments. Share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe to the channel so you can return to this space whenever you need peace, clarity, and a gentle reminder of your true power.